Hi guys, I'm Luke LANGO, and this is InvestorPlace Quick Picks, where we communicate to you some of the market's best investment ideas in just 5 minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about another electric vehicle company that has come public through a special purpose acquisition company, or SPAC. This company's name, Hyliion, ticker HYLN. Now, Hyliion has been one of the most hyped up SPACs of 2020. When the reverse merger with Tortoise Acquisition Corp was announced, the stock price was around $10, implying a valuation for Hyliion of about $1.6 billion or thereabouts. Within a matter of months, that stock price went from 10 to 60. Hyliion's implied market cap went from 1.6 billion to nearly $10 billion. Rocket ship, okay? So two questions remain now, right? What is all this hype about, and is it worth it? The answers? Let's find out. Now, most of the hype surrounding Hyliion has to do with the fact that this company is pioneering a novel, breakthrough solution, clean energy solution in the long-haul trucking market. Okay, so when I say clean energy, you probably think of solar, wind, hydrogen, and those are great clean energy sources, and in most end markets, they are an amazing alternative to the status quo. But that simply isn't the case today in the long-haul trucking market. And that's because long-haul trucks, they have to go long distances. They have to go from San Diego to New York City, from Miami to Washington State. They are racking up the miles, and as they rack up those miles, they have enormous fuel costs. So, in order for a clean energy source to be a viable alternative to diesel in these trucks, you need one, something that's gonna last a long time, and two, something that has mitigated fuel costs. It's economically sensible. Battery electric trucks, hydrogen trucks, they aren't those things. Battery electric trucks only last a couple hundred miles, and there's less than 10 recharging stations for class 6 to 8 commercial duty trucks in North America, across all of North America. Hydrogen trucks, yes, they last longer, but again, there's less than 10 recharging stations for class 6 to 8 hydrogen trucks. What about costs? Well, diesel is down at $3 a gallon. Hydrogen, battery electric, those are north of $5 per diesel gallon equivalent. So, great clean energy sources, hydrogen, solar, wind, but they are not cutting it in the long-haul trucking market. There needs to be another solution to solve the huge pollution problem in this industry, and guess what? Hyliion may have that solution. Fortunately, there is a solution out there, a renewable energy solution, which could solve the long-haul trucking industry's problem. And that solution is renewable natural gas, or RNG for short. Now, RNG is still natural gas, okay? It's still a combustion process that emits CO2, not good for the environment. It's not a zero emission energy source. But it is considered a carbon negative energy source because RNG, as opposed to being sourced from fossil fuels, is sourced from animal, industrial, and food waste. Now, that's a critical difference because all that waste has a lot of methane. And if left untouched, that methane is emitted into the atmosphere, and that's really, really bad because methane, much worse than CO2, because methane is much, much better at absorbing heat and therefore a much, much bigger contributor to global climate change and global warming. So RNG essentially gets rid of those methane emissions more than it produces CO2 emissions and is therefore a big win for the environment. It is a clean energy source, not zero emission, but clean. Of course, the big upside of RNG is that it's a plug and play solution with the existing natural gas infrastructure. And to that extent, RNG is the only clean energy source in the long-haul trucking market that is both, one, immediately useful, and two, exceptionally cost effective. right? It's immediately useful because all you have to do is pump RNG into the already huge natural gas refueling infrastructure in North America. 729 class 6 to 8 commercial truck refueling stations for natural gas across North America. Huge infrastructure. You don't need to do anything besides just pump RNG into those, okay? And two, it's exceptionally cost effective because RNG runs at just $1 per diesel gallon equivalent. Diesel right now is at $3, and you look at hydrogen, you look at battery electric, as we said earlier, above $5. So it's far, far cheaper. So to that end, it's really clear to see that RNG, at least for the next 3 to 5 years, will be the dominant clean energy alternative in the long haul trucking market. It's no wonder Deloitte thinks that 80% of all alternative drive systems in heavy duty trucks by 2026 will be built on RNG. Now, the exceptionally cool thing about Hyliion is that this company has built an RNG powertrain for trucks, dubbed the Hypertruck ERX, that is simply the best in breed solution in this market today. Just look at the numbers. The Hypertruck ERX has a driving range of 1,300 miles, which is about 70% more than Nikola's hydrogen truck, which is around 750 miles, and about 160% more than Tesla's semi-truck, which is about 500 miles. The Hypertruck ERX's payload capacity, 53,000 pounds, roughly 10% more than Nikola's hydrogen truck, and about 20% more than Tesla's semi-truck. The full recharge time of the Hypertruck ERX, roughly 10 minutes, which is about the same as Nikola and about a third the time over at Tesla. Meanwhile, the 0 to 60 time, around 20 seconds, the same as Tesla and 10 seconds shorter than Nikola's hydrogen truck. So across the board, across all specs, across everything that matters, the Hypertruck ERX, Hyliion's Hypertruck ERX, outperforms the competition. And to that end, this platform is going to be the most broadly adopted clean energy platform in the long haul trucking market over the next 5 to 10 years. As that happens, as Hyliion ramps its growth trajectory, Hyliion stock is going to take off like a rocket ship. Well, that's all we have for this edition of InvestorPlace Quick Picks. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button. And if you like to read, come visit us over at InvestorPlace.com where we have some of the market's best analysis. Until next time, cheers and happy investing to all.